Hey guys, this is Kurt with eSigAdvanced.com, and I'm sitting here with Dimitri in his studio, and he's given us the pleasure of getting a chance to speak with him and getting his thoughts today. So thank you so much, Dimitri.
Thanks for having me, Kurt. Certainly appreciate it.
Well, great. Hey, a lot of people are coming into the vape, community, and they're not familiar with your own story. So would you like to start us off kind of with your own personal vape story?
Yeah, I'll give you briefly. I started into the electronic cigarette world probably about 2.5 years ago. I started with just a simple stick battery kit from V2. Me and my wife picked up a couples kit that had 4 batteries and 10 cartomizers, and I was what you call an automatic switchover. As soon as I took my first puff on an electronic cigarette, I quit smoking after 23 years. So it was something that worked really well for me. And I was just kind of upset that I hadn't found it a little bit earlier to help me quit smoking. So once I got into it, I started getting on online, getting into the forums. I'm a gadgety guy anyway, so I figured I'd go online and try to find how I'm gonna get my vaping experience to be a little bit more better. And so I discovered the vaping community, and the rest is history.
That's great. So for those of us out here that are looking at the video right now, what is your tie with the community? Somebody who possibly doesn't recognize you.
I started to do video YouTube reviews on some of the equipment that I got at the beginning to kind of help other people that were coming in not make the same mistakes as I did. Even though I did experience a little bit of difficulty at the beginning, it was nothing that deterred me from electronic cigarettes. So I figured I'm going to do some videos and help other people to avoid those mistakes that I did. So I started doing some YouTube reviews. And then I found after I got a little bit more deeper into the community, started making some connections, meeting some people online to do an entertainment, informative podcast on electronic cigarettes every week. Something that was missing, in my opinion, at the time. Something that was structured with a team of correspondents from around the United States. And I formed the VapeTeam almost a year and a half ago, which is a weekly video podcast that we broadcast live every Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And we also upload our replays on YouTube, iTunes, Roku, just various media formats. Basically, it's a talk show that covers electronic cigarette reviews. It covers a lot of the legal issues that are attacking our community, especially the last 5-6 months. Our uphill battles with the government, the FDA, and of course a mix with a little bit of entertainment as well.
Great, appreciate that. You're also pretty heavily involved in a local club. I had the personal privilege of enjoying your meet last night.
Yeah.
You want to give a little information on that for those that are possibly local to this community?
The Scenic City Vapers Club is founded right here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It was formed by me and Terrell Moore. It was just something that we stepped up. We kept seeing online people saying, "Well, let's get a club going. Let's have we don't have anywhere to hang out here in Chattanooga." So I just stepped up and I said, "Well, I'm just going to do this, and hopefully we'll get 20, 30 people out in a bar, and we'll vape and we'll have a good time." And our first meet started off with 100 people, which was just a complete shock to me. And our second meet was a little over 125. And last night, the May 19th meeting right here in Chattanooga, had 183 people signed in. It just absolutely blows my mind. The community has just been really great, and it just goes to show that no matter where you're at, if you take the initiative and start a club, the vapors will come out. It's just getting more and more mainstream, and having events like we did last night is great to promote electronic cigarettes and to promote the community.
Well, I had a great time. You guys had it well set up, and I think everybody there really enjoyed it. So thanks for all of that you did. So, last thoughts. What do you see happening in the next 2 to 5 years for the vape community, as far as regulations, and just kind of what are your personal thoughts on what's going to be going on in the next 2 to 5 years?
I don't think there should be any panic. Electronic cigarettes are here to stay. There's absolutely no way that they're going to be gone now. It's way too big. There's definitely something coming. We don't know at what level and at what expense it's going to be regulated, especially for some of the people that have been vaping for a long time. Past 2-3 years, we're kind of comfortable into our setting. I don't think we're going to have anything to fear. Whatever happens, we have to be able to come together as a unit. We have to bring the numbers out. The people that have discovered electronic cigarettes, that their lives have been saved by this wonderful invention, have to come together and fight whatever comes in the future from the government. We're up against money. So we don't have the money to fight these big pharmaceutical companies and these big tobacco companies that are trying to impose their regulations on us. So the only thing that we have is our voices, and we can do that if we're one unit and one voice to be heard against the government. Um, Closing on the regulation part, we know for sure something is going to happen, but it is really up to us to dictate on how it's going to be perceived, and how we're going to be able to fight back to it.
Well, I appreciate your time, and like I said, I had a great time down here visiting with you guys, and keep us updated. We'll definitely be down here again. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Kurt.